you're doing, Mike Bradley here. Hope you're doing well as always. So I'm here to talk about a really cool boost pedal, clean boost pedal from my good friends at Hamstead. This here, this beautiful white box of joy, is the new Ascent by Hamstead Soundworks. And basically, I mean, this is as straightforward as it gets. It's a clean boost pedal. And it's my ideal pedal because it's got one knob. There's no craziness going on here. It's a simple, straightforward, fantastic clean boost pedal. Now a lot of people get, I think, not necessarily confused, but sometimes misunderstand the clean boost pedal, because a lot of it is how your amp is set up. Because essentially, you know, if you've got your amp, say you've got a valve amp like I have. I've actually got my old Hamstead amp set up for this actually. But say you've got, you know, say like a Marshall Plexi or something like that, or a Marshall-esque amp, and you have it, you know, quite hot, or you got quite a bit of gain going on with that. And then if you put a clean boost in, I think sometimes people think, oh, it's going to make my amp sound cleaner. It's like, well, nah. And if you already got the volume on max, it can't go any higher. It can't make more volume happen. So you just get more saturation. Okay. But say if you've got a Fender amp or Fender style amp, and you've got the volume, say at 3. Now the amp's going to stay pretty clean like that. Then if you kick this in, depending where you have it set, because there's a lot of oomph in this, which I'll get to in a second. But at the moment I've got it like on 11 o'clock, say. It will, if your amp's on say 3, it will push your amp to about 4, maybe 4 and a bit. All right, which was depending on your wattage of your amplifier. If you've got a 50 watt, you know, valve amp on 3, and you get to about 4, you're still going to be pretty clean. All right, so that's where it's a nice clean boost there, and it's not altering the tone. Sometimes you get boost pedals and they will change the sound of your amp. You know, the pedal will sound more like the pedal than the actual amplifier. But at the moment, if I just start playing straight away, how you heard at the beginning of the video, this is just my Hamstead Artist 20, which I've had for quite a few years now, and I've got it now. That's with a humbucker on this. Actually, it's split on the single coil. Now, as you can see, I've got the knob at the main knob at 11 o'clock there. If I click this in, which is one of the nicest switches ever. So it's just giving me more of what I already have. And of course, this is a valve amp, so it's pushing the valves a bit more. Now, if I keep this sound here, I've got it. Now, if I turn this up, then I'm going to start getting more gain, because then you're smashing those valves a lot harder. So okay, so I've got the gain quite low on this. I've got the gain like at 8 o'clock, and I've got my master at 1 o'clock. I've got the master quite high, going into the 2 notes Captor X. So now I've got gain because there's so much going on. It's like a 30 decibel boost going on here with this with the Ascent here. So here, first I go on the humbucker. Now I've got, it's not an overdrive pedal, but it's pushing the amp into overdrive. So that would be like, you know, now going from 1 o'clock in the master to about 3, 4 o'clock, because I've got so much going on there. Now, if I go back to net pickup, turn it off. I'm back to that again. You see what I mean? So there's a lot what can happen here, you know, really, if you want it to act as an overdrive boost, you know, so say if I set my amp up, let's change it up a little bit. If I put a bit more gain on my amp, I'll back the master down a little bit. So this is just the amp. I'll put, say you're in a blues rock band, right? So I'll put a humbucker on here. So now I've got the amp cooking a little bit. That's just the amp. Now if I kick this, this would be great for a lead boost because I don't necessarily want an overdrive to add its character to my sound. I like that sound, I just want more of it, and then a bit of a punch on those preamps there, or sorry, the valves there. And then I get so excited I drop my pick on the floor. So here's the sound. This is staying on 11 o'clock. See what I mean? So it's not putting any colour to my sound, it's just making it more. And that's what a clean boost pedal is. And that's what's really cool about this one. Because I've played quite a few, and some of them colour it a little bit. There's no colorization going on here. Now one thing as well which is very, very cool with this is that Hamstead have teamed up with a lot of the techs in the music industry, guys who tech for, off the top of my head, the 1975, AC/DC, Biffy Clyro, Liam Gallagher, Iggy Pop. There's a list on their website. I'll put a link to Hamstead's website in the description box below. But they've teamed up with them, obviously in the crazy times we are in right now. You know, obviously musicians like me, we've lost a lot of work. And you know, and lots of artists and everyone in the arts industry, but a lot of time people forget about the technicians, you know, the sound guy, the monitor guy, the lighting guy or woman, you know, all the grips and whatnot, and the techs, the technicians for the bands and artists, they're all out of work as well. And so they've teamed up with some of the techs who I've mentioned, who tech for the artists I've mentioned, and they're making the pedals, in conjunction with Hamstead. So, you know, it's getting some money and food on their table, so to speak. Also as well, they're contributing to the Help the Musicians charity as well, which is beautiful. And I haven't seen many other, you know, music industry companies doing that, where they're getting involved with not only getting people work, but contributing, you know, percentages of the earnings of this pedal to all the people in the music industry, really, you know. So so not only is it for a great cause, it's a great pedal. I really like it. It's going to be replacing my boost and my main board, that is for sure. Now also, I remember I mentioned earlier when I was going on my rant of talking 30 decibels, it's 20 decibels, and like I say, there is a lot of volume there. If I so let's say this is the amp there on the neck pickup. So that's it off. It's doing nothing. Now I've got this through an IR low box at the moment. If I had the speaker in this room, it would be blowing my head off. There's a lot of oomph there. There is a lot of oomph. I really like it. Again, you know, now let's hear it if I've got an overdrive pedal, and this is going into the overdrive pedal. So that can change a lot as well. So this is the Ascent going into a Ultraphonics overdrive pedal, which I had here. So this is the sound of just the overdrive down here and my amp net pickup. Got that, right? Now if I kick this in, again, let's put this about 11 o'clock-ish. again, not adding any colour to it or anything like that. It's just taking the lovely tone I already have and then pushing it up. All right, really like it. So it's a great clean boost. It's super simple. Now let's change the guitar so you can hear a different sound if you've got a Gibson or something like that. So let me change that right now by colour of editing. Boom! Right, so we've got Gibson 345, bridge pickup, just the amp and the guitar. Now obviously, now this is breaking up. Actually, I just realised I've got the amp still quite gainy. So let me knock the gain down, push the master back up. So now it'll be a bit clean. There we go. So very nice. If I kick this in, as I say, it's just as if get my master volume, just turn it up. That's the best way of thinking of it. You know, you're on a gig or something like that, and you've got your amp sound, you like the sound of the amp, but sometimes you just want more of the amp. You know, hitting a pedal like this in is like getting a little man behind on your amp and just turn it up, and then kick it off and it turns it back down again. That's the best way of thinking of it. Alright, now if I want to use it more as a bit more, pushing the amp even more. You got that kind of thing. Now let's drop this back down to a sensible level. Now I'll turn this off, I'll hit the Ultraphonics overdrive down there, bridge pickup, amp set clean, hit this, hit this, I like it. So again, that's the boost, the Ascent going into the overdrive pedal. If I had the boost after the overdrive pedal, it would be a lot more of a volume boost. I never do that, to be honest with you. I like having my boost going into the overdrive pedal, but some people do. You know, you can put it in effects loop and things like that. But this is how I would use it in, you know, an everyday gig, recording session, something like that. Now, with everything what Hamstead does, Peter is he's a lovely chap, and he's a beautiful mad scientist, and the inside of anything what Peter makes is, you know, art in itself. And I'm going to do a picture right now of the inside of this. This actual pedal as well was made by Peter on the back. This is 0010 PH. PH stands for, obviously, Peter Hamstead. So this is the 10th pedal he made. And but like I say, this, no, because it was sent to me, but if you were to receive one, it would be made from one of the techs who I was talking about, you know, and be supporting them, and like I say, the help the musicians charity, which I think is lovely that they're doing this. I really do. But yeah, there's a nice shot of inside the pedal, and yeah, and if you're a geek like me, things like that please you. So like I say, there's not really much more to say really. It's just a great, clean boost pedal which doesn't add any colour to your tone. There's so much headroom and volume in this pedal, it's redonkulous. Okay, you know, no matter what amp you have. But like I say, the big thing, talking about no matter what amp you have, the main thing is how you set your amp up is how this will be. Okay, so if you've got your amp running clean, make sure I turn this off. If you've got your amp clean, if I hit this, it's just gonna a bit more. Alright, but if you've got your amp set dirty, let's turn that gain up. Hopefully I'm not clipping too much. No, we're good, we're good. If I hit overdrive on top of it, it might go a bit crazy. So check out the Hamstead Ascent, a fantastic, beautiful, clean boost pedal made by beautiful people. To sound cheesy but true, you know. Do check it out, and like I say, not only will you get a cool pedal, you'll also be helping a lot of cats in industry, man. Anyway, lots of love. Be great to hear your thoughts. Let me know in the comment section below. I love reading them all. And if you get one, let me know. If you already have one, please let me know how you're getting on with it. Anyway, lots of love. I'll see you soon. Mike Brady signing out. Bye! Faded away.